Why do some teachers become premium educators while others stay average? Not from a branding perspective, not from an AI perspective, but from a teaching excellence perspective. So she's a Cambridge certified chemistry educator. She teaches GCSE, A levels, AP, and has invested heavily in her own professional development. That's where her credibility lies. So welcome Yogeshwari Sharma, our guest for today's episode 5 Global Teacher Insight. Hi everyone, welcome to the fifth episode of Global Teacher Insight. This is Astha, your host, and we have Yogeshwari with us. And I really want her to introduce herself. So over to you, Yogeshwari.
Thank you so much, Astha. Thank you. You've already done a lot. So, yeah, I'm a general chemistry tutor. Every parent would want to have.
Correct. That is very true.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's just that you've already introduced me. I'm very excited about your questions. And let's start.
All right, so before we start with the question, Yogeshwari, I really want our viewers to know about a bit on your journey part. So if you can tell us how you reached this, what all you did, maybe that can help other people watching and they may can get inspired by your journey.
Okay, yeah, that's a legit question actually. Back then in 2020, on 14th of November, I still remember I had my first online class, that too with my phone, with my finger on it. Because I would say, Astha, it was destined. It was nothing I was trying to do, it was all destined. There was one of my physics teacher who moved to US and he taught me in grade 10th. But then by the time we talked again after so many years, he got to know that I've done graduation. I'm planning to do masters in organic chemistry. And since he was physics, so he said that, okay, can you do chemistry? I said, yeah, I love chemistry. I can try. So that's the point when we are very energetic, we want to experiment things, we are never sure about what we are going to do in future, right? So I said, okay, I would want to try it. And I did my first class on the day I said that was with preparation, but the topic was coordination chemistry. Chemistry people will understand it. So, and that was a topic which was genuinely, I was doing that in the class as well, in my master's class as well. And the timing was so perfect. It's always, I am very spiritual and I understand this fact, something which I've made for you will come to you. And that demo got converted. It was a college demo actually, so it got converted, and then from there, my journey started. I worked. My first agency was Coherence Learning Services, Virginia, US. It's based there. So I worked there for 4 years, and then later, like next agency was MentorMash, and I also worked on various, freelancing platforms as well, which I always mention on Instagram as well. I worked on prep check. I don't know if it's good to share, but I know the market. That's what I can say. And then later, about my professional journey, as you asked. So basically, I love exploring technology. And when I was kid, I was never sure what I want to be, but I was sure I want to be in a kind of job where I use, this um, technology a lot, right? And I want to use laptop, be in a kind of job which is always technical. I never knew what I will be, but I wanted to use laptop every day. This was my bachpan ki fantasy. I don't know what made me to do this, but I always was fascinated by watching such women jo laptop leke they work all day, right?
Yeah.
And then because of this, again, I was very active in making PPTs, in exploring new things when I was in my grade 10 and grade 12 as well. I love to study from YouTube. Or usi se maybe my concept was so strong because I wanted to use laptop. I don't know why, even today. And then after working on coherence for 4 years, then we parted ways, personal reasons. And then I started preparing for government exams like every MSc holder would do, CSI and NET. I did that for years, I tell you. But I was not sure why I was doing. I was just doing because everybody was doing, but I never wanted to go in research because I don't want to study for next 5 years. But then again, I had no choice. And then again, as I say, destiny helped me. I was on LinkedIn always. I have my account on LinkedIn from 2020. And then later I was just searching through and I got one opportunity on Mentor Match. And then that was the day when I applied, I got selected, and then there was no going back. I upgraded a lot. I learned simulation. I know every website where simulation happens for chemistry. I literally have my own Excel sheets where I know for this topic I'll use this simulation. I never search for year to year. So that's how, it's very important when you personalize everything for yourself. I know internet has a lot of stuff, but instead of searching it every year, I think tutors should make it their own, right? This is what I'm going to use in this. I know there are many websites which I even don't know, but even if I'm using FET, I know how to even modulate that simulation. So that's how it happened, and it's still growing. I don't know how it is, but it happened. I would more say it was destined. Hmm. Because I did a lot of hard work for many other things. I haven't got them. But for this, I never think that I have done so much of hard work. It's just that I was doing because I was doing other things as well, and it worked out.
I would say yes, it's your destiny, but it's also your hard work and your, attitude towards learning, Yogeshwari, that actually is working out really well. Because I see you getting skilled on this, then that, and that is a very good thing because that is required in this time, in this era when we are continuously, like the teaching is continuously evolving. So great, keep it up. I am pretty sure the viewers watching it will definitely get this lesson that upskilling matters, Yogeshwar. Yes, your
Yeah.
destiny is there, but if you wouldn't have upskilled, if you wouldn't have created that visibility for you, it wouldn't have
Hmm.
happened as well.
That's a point. Correct.
Okay, so with this, we are ready to begin with our questionnaire.
Hmm.
Okay, so here comes your first question. Every
Yeah.
year, thousands of teachers enter their profession, right? But only a few become the teacher that student never forget, like you. So, in your opinion, what separates an average teacher from an exceptional teacher?
Hmm. I would say, my mantra for this is you have to be very real with you, very, very real with you. Even if, you have seen certain, let's say, YouTube video. And what people tend to do is they would, try to copy others. Like in case, like even when I was learning this new thing, and it even happens with people watching this, they can take that straight to their faces that, I share these demo videos with people that, okay, you can take reference of this. What people would do is they will copy the ice breaking round, the sentences which the referral video says, every single thing. And it happened with two to three demos. And then I realized, you have to be what see, there are many people teaching chemistry in the market. Why would people come to me? You should have that particular aura. I don't know what you have, but that you should have. So your realism matters a lot here, you know, and your energy matters a lot. People say that online teaching is very easy or so, but see, for straight 55 minutes, your eye should be like this. Even if you're doing this, you will lose that class, you will lose that demo, and you will lose that connection or that energy. If child is watching that teacher is not interested in me, that's the point where you will lose it and you will not get renewals. Retention is very important here. So if you're not doing that, it's not going to work with you. So be real in whatever you are teaching. Even if you're teaching maths, chemistry, English, whatever, understand your body, what your body is, doing naturally. That thing you should do in the class. I'm not saying better energy. You can be better in simulations. You can be better in energy. Maybe you can be better in talking with the kid. You can also be better in building an emotional connection. So you have to choose what you're best in and then do that in every class.
I agree to you, Yogeshwari, because I have trained so many teachers, and I'll tell you, we have like I used to give them the same pattern. Okay, this is how you have to, like, we can give them a checklist, but now
Mm.
it's their uniqueness that they have to have to get that demo or class conducted. So I
Perfect.
agree,
Yes.
realism matters, and energy is again one of the topmost things that
Mm.
actually separate an exceptional teacher from an average teacher. So
True, true, true.
okay, moving to the next question. You have taught students across Cambridge, GCSE, and A levels. Beyond the curriculum, what mindset do international educators have that every teacher should develop?
Adaptability. A lot. A real lot. You can never be like, I'm good in chemistry and I can teach every board. It does not work at all. And everybody listening this, adaptability is something you have to stick with. You cannot be a rigid teacher and then teach IB and then teach AB, GCSE. Even if you can teach, you won't be able to give good results.
That's
Never.
correct.
Adaptability is first.
I mean, this is something I really heard from every good teachers, Yogeshwari, because if you're not able to adapt, if I have seen like if you want to teach A level, let's suppose, and you're still following the CBSE methodology of 11, 12, you will never be able to retain, even convert that depth. So
Yes.
adaptability matters a lot. That's great. Thank you so much for this insight. Okay, moving to the
Welcome.
next question. What's one mistake you see even experienced teachers making repeatedly in their classrooms that prevents students from truly understanding concepts?
Yeah, for chemistry, I can answer. I have seen instead of using like I'm expert of online, so I can only answer this answer is only strictly for online classes, not for the offline ones, right? So when you're teaching something without simulations, so when teaching ionic bonding or reactions or anything in an online space, if you are using old methods of writing equations on the board, it's not going to work at all. You have to be a little extra in online. Anyways, child is already coming with that low energy mindset. And if you are using same mindset of offline classes, it works in offline because your aura works in on offline classes. You can connect with the student without even saying anything. What you're wearing, what perfume you have, what handbag you're carrying, what colors you are wearing.
That's true.
Those are invisible icebreakers in offline class. But in online, everything is like, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is
I
so
agree.
yeah, that is what I think is important.
Yes. No, this is something I keep on telling in on my workshops. In my everywhere I go, like simulations matters a lot. And since there are a lot of competition in the market, this is how you can even stand out in your teaching. So
Hmm.
I agree to you. Like when
And then
you're
also, it's not important to learn every single tool which is releasing and launching. Be best in any two or three or four, max five, not every.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this is also true. See, knowing is a different thing and executing is,
Uh,
and if
is
you are
different thing.
knowing
Very
it
right.
and not executing that, there is no point of knowing it as well. So I
True.
agree. All right, Yogeshwari, let's move to the next one. You have invested in Cambridge certification and continuous learning. How important is it for teachers to keep learning after they start teaching?
It is very, very important. First of all, talking about Cambridge certification, I want to clarify this doubt. If teachers you don't have B.Ed and you're going for Cambridge certification, you're wrong. Go for B.Ed first. I also did this mistake. I'm accepting it online in front of all, but that works in online system. I'm already an established tutor, so even if I don't do B.Ed for next 3 years, 4 years, it is good for me. Like it will never hamper my thing. But for new tutors, I would say do B.Ed first, then do Cambridge. People have this misconception that Cambridge certification will teach us GCSE and all that stuff. It does not at all. It will teach you what you do in your B.Ed. So don't invest money in this. Instead, do B.Ed first. And then if you want to do some add-on course, then professional development qualification is CICTL. It's not degree. It does not replace your degree, right? And it is important to do workshops and any random YouTube video also. I do also see YouTube videos today itself because you are always judged on basis of your skills, right? I am a full-time tutor. I also have many full-time tutors in my agency. They don't have certifications like me, and I'm getting same salary as theirs.
Yeah,
So what makes difference? It's just that like what portfolio you have, and if you're new in the market, of course certifications are important. Then do 2 3, not like CICTL which will cost you too much. So if you're already unemployed, I won't suggest this. Instead do B.Ed, which is good. I'm also eyeing to do B.Ed. I did this mistake of doing CICTL. It has not helped me till now. because I was already into the job. I say it a lot time, right? So CICTL can help you, but if you do CIDTL, which is next module, but I haven't done that. So you have to invest 2 years, 1.7 years it will take. So instead
Okay.
of doing that, do B.Ed. That's the thing.
Okay. So, Yogeshwari, I want to understand here. B.Ed, I used to think is good for school teaching, right? For online teaching also, is it required? No.
Online teaching, even in CICTL, nobody will teach you online teaching. Online teaching is a different world. There is no course for it. It's just you have to understand. You take a diary. I'll show you my diary. So this is my diary, right? So I have done my research in it for online teaching.
Okay.
And I do write my research. It's not like I'm saving that as a bookmark or so. No, I write it because I forget it on screen. When I write it, I understand it. So you have to do it yourself. See, you have to build it yourself, step by step things and all that stuff. Everything is already available on internet. So I did it. I started it back in 2020. So today, everybody watching, you have mentors like me and Astha. But when we started, we haven't had these mentors. We make this. We are in this. We're established. So that means it's you can do it yourself as well. We did it.
That's correct. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Agree. And the reason we did it because we always have this attitude towards learning again, Yogeshwari. Certification is
Again.
important, but as you mentioned, you can even learn something from YouTube. YouTube is the best platform.
Yeah.
Why you
Yes,
have to
exactly.
see? Nobody is going to see the certification. Everyone is here to see your skills when you're going to act,
Skills. Yeah.
going to
Hmm.
present yourself. So I
Hmm.
agree to you, Yogeshwari. Thank you for this insights as well for the viewers. Now let's
My
move
pleasure.
the next one. Looking back at your own journey, what's one teaching habit you had to unlearn before you
Hmm.
became the educator you are today?
I would want to mention this. And I always see this and I always laugh at this is I was assistant professor in a college for a year and I always taught these higher grades, secondary grades. And there was nothing like personal building, connection, emotional intelligence. There was nothing such things back then when I was teaching higher grades because it's all about you go, you create good concepts and you come back, right? This was the thing which I unlearned and to be very talkative kind of a teacher. I would say I'm a talkative kind of teacher because that's how it works. And this is something I unlearned to be a very serious. Your concepts are one particular thing, but that is not completely which helps you to get, into this field. You have to be little techie. You have to be little charming, I would say. You have to be. Mhm.
This is very important. This is something I hear from all higher grade teachers because they face a lot this issue. Because
Yeah,
the thing was it was a traditional method, teacher centric, but now we have to make it student centric and we have to become their friend. We don't think okay,
yeah.
they are higher grades, they don't need that fun and
No, no,
rapport.
no, no. They do.
Definitely need, yes. Yes. So thank you so much for that. Moving to the last question, Yogeshwari, from our today's podcast. So if every teacher watching this podcast decided to improve just one thing this year, what would you want it to be and why?
Be creative. There can be certain things which I don't teach you in this podcast, or maybe anybody else is not. You will feel that maybe this is a bad idea, but I would say apply it, try it, because your individuality is everything in this field. And that is your brand value, that's your brand face. And be creative. Your creativity will take you to the path where I think nobody can even compete with you. There are, as I said, there are many chemistry teachers. Maybe some students can relate with them. Not with, I'm not saying I'm the best teacher. I was also the one who was not able to convert demos even today. So it's just that anybody who can relate with you will convert with you, and it's easy for you to survive that academic year with those kids. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, we have to be creative. Teachers have to be creative, and they shouldn't be like, okay, whether I should do it or not.
Yeah, exactly. And if demo doesn't convert, it's okay. That means you was not, relating with them, and that would not work for one academic year. You can handle 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and then again, it's important for you to give results as well. So if you're not relating, you won't be able to give results.
Retention more than conversion. retention matters, because if a student retain, they will only bring you another student. That is also
Exactly.
all right. Okay, so with this, we are done with the podcast, but now we are moving to the most interesting part of the podcast, that is our rapid fire. And you only get to choose one, and you have to answer first, okay? All right, I know
Okay.
this is a very weird question, but still, Cambridge or AP?
AP. I'm teaching it from many years. That's why I'm very proficient in this.
Okay, which curriculum do you enjoy teaching more?
AP. I have
Yeah,
all the simulations to this. That's why.
right. Okay, organic chemistry or physical chemistry?
Organic chemistry, always.
Okay, all right. Online teaching or classroom teaching?
Online, online, online.
Absolutely. Okay, lesson planning or live teaching?
Live teaching. I know many will scold me for this, but live teaching.
Okay, one AI tool you can't teach without.
Gemini, it's all Google Suits integrated.
Definitely. Okay, this is something for all teachers and students also if they watch us. One book every teacher should read.
Teachers should read. I have never read this. I read AI textbooks a lot, and there is a person ditched that textbook, Matt Miller. I have done his course as well. So his AI book is there, which is free for every teacher to read. I have read that. And he also launched one book new yesterday or day before yesterday. I was watching his post. So I would say everybody should read that two, three, four times, not one time, and then write things in your diary.
Yes. Yeah, that is a very good insight again. Okay, one quality every international teacher must have. One word.
Adaptability.
Adapt.
Adaptability, as I said before. Yes, there are many, but this is first.
Yeah, agreed.
First and
Okay,
foremost.
finish this sentence. A great teacher is someone who.
Cares for students.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All
Not
right.
subject knowledge, nothing else. It's just your care, your love, your warmth for the students. Yeah.
Absolutely. So with this, we are done with our podcast. Thank you so much for coming and joining me here, giving such incredible insights to our viewers. So anything you wanna add
Welcome.
to the event for our viewers to for the end part that they want to
Yes,
take up?
yes, yes, of course. See, guys, there are two options. One is government job. If you have it, it's good. Don't do private teaching. Come in online teaching. I'm telling you, if you come once, there is no going back. Come in
Yeah,
online teaching.
absolutely. I agree. I mean, both of us can agree to this 100%. All
Perfect,
right.
perfect.
So with this, we are done with our podcast. See you all in our next episode. Till then, bye bye. Take care, and thank you so much for watching us.